Same night as I have, right?
Didn't think so.
It's kind of funny. I'm usually smarter than most people. Let's have a big hand together for the last guy. Woo!
Yay! He's great.
And now, the host of the open mic. You know him as many names. Some call him El Diablo. That's the only joke I had. Welcome to skiing! Hey!
Who knows my secret name?
Thank you, sir. I know you want.
Leo, come away.
Nope, I'm talking to you. So I'm going to start with a joke. How do you get a nun pregnant? Fuck her. It's my brother's favorite joke. I just saw it here in my notebook, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's terrible. So I thought I'd share it with you, so that way you could have the terror also. So, earlier this week I was singing songs to my kids, because that's what I do to punish them. And I was singing some of the songs about the great Irish expulsion, where the English would send anybody off for any crime whatsoever off to Australia. So I'm going to sing a couple songs of those. Since I remember the first line.
In the big rock candy mountain.
That's it. You just know that song too. There's another one that's disappeared. There's the first one. This is a song called The Fields of Athenry. A long time ago I was stationed in Germany, and I was going around singing Irish music there. And all of Europe is filled with Irish youth running around throughout the greater EU. Doing whatever they can, just having a good time, just doing a little bit of a wander about, and I really appreciated that. And I remember I was singing Irish music, and a couple Irish girls who were in the audience were really disrespectful. And because the Irish music that we listen to here is not what they consider Irish music there. So I asked, what's a good old traditional song that I should know? And they said this one. It's called The Fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole rebellion's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies floating in the bay, and all lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling, nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. And all I feel of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's only round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sea. She went on to hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's only round the fields of Athenry. And all I've been of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's only round fields of Athenry. I'm so lonely round fields of Athenry. Thank you.
Were you performing that they were so unenthused towards?
So all the songs that we like, if you went to an Irish fest here and they were singing good old traditional Irish songs, it turns out that all of those are just kind of fucking made up. They're made by expats here. The Irish don't know anything about them. So when you do like the leader of the band, my name is McNamara, the leader of the band. I don't do the country. They're like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. And Irish eyes were smiling. This whole song was made up here. Not a single goddamn Irishman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were completely dismissive. Paddy's Murphy Day. Well, now some of them have made their way back over. And
these are
they
good
tend to be
songs.
the ones with a lot of drinking.
These are good songs by an Irish artist, so...
Yep. I keep listening to it. Maybe one of these days I'll try it, but it doesn't lend itself well to acapella. I keep trying to maybe if I...
So these girls were like super traditionalists. They were just like,
no, they were like punks. The Irish,
that's what I
the
don't
Irish
get.
youth that
Like,
are wandering
this is
around
like-
here, they've got like nails through their noses. And
yeah, well, why
mohawks
are they
and-
so,
Well,
what is it about that's so
As
traditionalist?
I understand, because Ireland was always kind of impressed a little bit by England, especially back when the punk was coming up. To be traditionalist in Ireland was to be a punk back then. And bands like, you get bands like the Pogues, and
The Pogues, Dropkick
stuff,
Murphys,
right, where they were very,
yeah, punk is definitely.
but
But you're distracting me from my other song.
this is really interesting, though. There's a reason why it's distracting. Please continue.
Normally I remember the beginning of the second song, but I totally can't remember. A neat little town they call Belfast. This one's called the Black Velvet Band. It's another one of the Send All the Irish Off to Australia songs. And just so you know, for those of you who've heard of the Great Potato Famine, you know that there was plenty of other food to eat there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was plenty of other
I do
food.
know that.
The potatoes were rotting, but the Irish weren't allowed to eat anything but potatoes. So, there's a reason for some of this hate. At a neat little town they called Belfast, apprentice to trade I was found. And many an hour of sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town, till bad misfortune came over me, caused me to stray from the land. Far away from me, friends and relations, to follow the Black Velvet Band. Yes, her eyes, they shone like diamond, you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair around over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. One evening when I went out strolling, not intending to go very far, well, I met this young girl named Delilah. She was selling her trade at the bar. How what she took from a customer had slipped it right into me hand. And the law, they came and arrested me. Bad luck to the Black Velvet Band. Yes, her eyes, they shone like diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. and her hair down over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. And Judge and the jury next morning, over trial I had to appear. And the judge he said to me, young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. For 7 long years transportation, you're going to Van Man's land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. Yes, her eyes, they shone like diamond, you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair down over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come on, ye jolly good fellas, oh, I'll have you take a warning by me. And whenever you're out on the liquor, me lads, beware of the pretty colleens. They'll treat you with whiskey and porter, oh, until you're not able to stand. And the very next thing that you'll know, me lads, you landed in Van Man's land. And her eyes, they shone like diamond, you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair down over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Thank you. And next we're going to bring up our next performer of the evening. She's still back there. She is most excellent. What is the next name of those? Jenny. Jeannie. Gina! Ah, damn it, I should have brought that paper up instead of the Isuzu shit. Put your hands together for Gina!
You'll be great.